Welcome to my channel. So today I'm working on a commission job. This person has these family heirloom utensils and they want some wooden handles put on them. So first I had to remove what was left of the old, what looks like a resin type handle. I just played around with some shapes on the computer until I got something that I thought looked reasonably well, and then I just printed some off that I'm going to be using. I first made a little template. That's not really necessary because I'm going to end up gluing one of these pieces of paper on anyway, but it did help for some of the spacing. My client provided his own maple for this, so I just milled this up, and then at the table saw I cut about 3/8 of an inch strips, and then cut it also to the width of my little template. I chose to have the edge grain showing primarily because that's where the best curly spot was on the board. The walnut I milled down to just slightly thicker than the metal of the handle. Since the handles have a little bit of curvature, I needed just a little bit of extra space in there. The handles are going to be 7 inches long, so I cut them to about 7.5 inches at this point. I centered and traced out where the handle's going to go in the piece of walnut, and then I just carefully cut that out at the bandsaw. This doesn't have to be totally perfect, but especially if you get the very top part that's going to be showing when you're looking down at the utensil, if you get that to be a pretty tight fit, that's really helpful. I then repeated the process for all 3 utensils. So in this next clip, the main key here is that I'm only gluing the walnut to one side of the maple at this point. So the other piece of maple I'm going to put in the clamp just to help hold everything nice and flat. But I'm only going to be gluing the 2 pieces together. This can be done in many ways. I actually did all 3 of them differently in the order of what pieces I glued, what pieces I cut first. And this first one actually went the smoothest. The hole in the utensils is 5/32 of an inch, and so I picked up 5/32 inch brass rod, and at this point you definitely need to get one side of it drilled. So I'm going to drill right through the utensil when it's in its place through, so that once the whole thing is combined, I have a hole from the other side that I can drill back through to get to the first piece. Otherwise you're not going to be able to see where the metal is and where the hole is. So I applied a piece of the template, the paper template, to the outside of the maple piece that's not attached to the other 2 pieces. I did one where I attached it right to the walnut, which made it much easier to get it perfectly centered with the walnut that was cut out, but then I had to get all that adhesive out of the inside. So I think that this, again, trial was kind of the best. I cut this out at the bandsaw, and I just went to the very outside of the line so that I'd have a little bit of room to sneak up on the line in final sanding. With painter's tape and CA glue or super glue, I'm going to attach this to the maple and walnut piece, and the reason why I chose to cut the maple piece out first instead of just adhering it this way and then cutting all 3 together is that this allowed me to really line up the center part of the walnut where the handle's going to come out. Once all 3 pieces are now attached, I can cut it out at the bandsaw, and then I can sand it and really get all of the sanding pretty much done before I do the final clamp up. I mixed up some 2-part epoxy for actually gluing the handle part in, and then I used wood glue to attach the wooden components. To keep these pieces perfectly aligned, once I had the glue in and I just kind of hand pressed it and had them in a good position, then I just let it actually set up for a few minutes before I put it in the clamps. Once it was set up, it actually held in place very nicely for putting the clamps on, and then I just left it overnight. After I took it out of the clamps, I sanded it again. These just simply required a lot of sanding. For the brass rod, I decided to cut it slightly shorter than the thickness of the wooden handle, and the reason why I chose to do it this way is I figured it would be a little bit easier to sand the wood down to the rod than to try to sand the rod down to the wood, and I think that that was the right choice. So after I drilled the hole back through the other side, then I used a little bit of epoxy to put the brass rod in, and that worked out pretty well. After the epoxy dried, you guessed it, back to more sanding, as well as some alien dancing of the utensils on the right side of your screen. I like using foam blocks to finish off the edges. It gives them a really nice soft touch. So after I did all that hard work sanding, I'm going to mess it up by hitting it with water. That's going to raise the grain. And then when I sand it again, now it's going to stay that way even when they're washed for the first time. So this is a really important step. Otherwise, the first time somebody washes these, they're going to feel like they were never sanded. Once they've all been sanded and are ready for some finish, I'm going to apply mineral oil and really let that soak in. And then once that has, soaked in as much as it's going to, then I just hit them with a few coats of wax and really buffed them out in between until I had a nice, shiny finish that was really, really nice to touch. I'm very pleased with how these turned out, and I think that you could probably find handles like this pretty easily at Goodwill or something. And they kind of are a cross between an elegant serving utensil and a barbecue type utensil. So anyway, if you're enjoying my work, please like and subscribe, and I hope that you have some fun building something awesome.